Hello, let's import and export modern dashboards the easy way. You can see here an example of config summary modern dashboard, and modern dashboards can be amazing regarding readability as well as they are very nice to look at. And they can be flexible in terms of screen resolution or zoom level of the browser. And SolarWinds has gave us the ability to import and export them using the API. So there is a dedicated article in Thwack, Importing, Exporting Modern Dashboards by KM Sigma. And this is a great article. However, it requires some preparation. For example, you have to install the PowerShell 7 as well as the PowerShell module. And this can be done. You have all the commands here. However, if you have a system that is very restricted or in some way you cannot install those additional requirements, then it can be a bit tricky. So first, let's see how we can download modern dashboards. In Context Exchange on Thwack, you have modern dashboards. And you can check, there are quite some nice examples. I have server summary prepared. You can see it's in JSON. There is a preview of the code and very nice screenshot. So what we will do is download the JSON. As you can see here, I have already downloaded it. And I have prepared for you some nice PowerShell scripts. So we have two scripts, modern dashboards exports and modern dashboards imports. And here we have the import version. Let's first run it, and afterwards we'll chat about how it's built. So let's run. Let's type credentials. And from here, we will choose our JSON file. It's importing. And you can see status code 200 and content is null. Description is okay. And we can go to our installation. From here, settings, manage dashboards, and modern. So I only have config summary. However, once I refresh this page, you can see here I have my server summary, and I can click on it, adjust the zoom level a little bit, and you can see that I have new dashboard directly from SolarWinds Thwack, from the repository. So it's very easy to do, and let me show you how it's done. So first we have an exclusion for a possible certificate check. Afterwards, we have a URL for the API. It's an URL because we will not use PowerShell module. However, we will only use HTTPS request. I have a plain text password, which I do not recommend. That's why I have a parameter use safe credentials, true false. You can change that if you like to. Or I also included the commands for encrypting your own password to the script. I will have a separate video for encrypting passwords. If you're interested, please subscribe to that. And from here, you can also define your own password here if you don't mind storing it in plain text. And afterwards, I'm checking the credentials. Do I need to ask for them or not? I am checking for JSON file. So from here, I am building a form to browse the file. And here you can see I'm also replacing the XML, and this is because some of the templates for modern dashboards include this information and it's redundant, and in fact the API does not support XML. You need to use JSON. There is small conversion to JSON in order to inject it to the REST API. And afterwards, there is a simple error handling if something would go wrong. And you can also see that in the output, you don't have any kind of URL or modern dashboard ID. This is because the API from REST is not generating one. So you just need to find the dashboard that you imported from Manage Dashboards and Modern from here. You can also do the same with the export. So for example, if I have server summary, I have an ID 33 in the URL. And the way how the export is working, it's a bit different. First, you need to change the file name, and be careful because the script will overwrite your JSON file. And you need to type dashboard ID from here. So this is the end of the URL of the dashboard that you are currently viewing. And from here, it is a bit different. For example, we have an export function here in the URL instead of an import. However, the rest is more or less the same. You still have the REST API request, the post request, and I'm checking if there are any potential errors or not. If the script finished successfully, you will see the node and HTTPS status code and description. This will be the same, 200 and OK. So we can try to run it. 33. Test account. There you go. Status code 200, description OK. And when I go to scripts, you can see I have a new file, exported dashboard. So we successfully imported a dashboard and exported. And this is a perfect example of how you can do it, because you don't need any other special requirements. It is using a built-in PowerShell. You don't need to install the PowerShell 7, and there is no need for using any SolarWinds PowerShell modules. It is only using the REST API. And you can also create similar requests using Perl or Python, or if you are on Linux, Unix, the same. So it's very powerful, and I recommend checking this out and checking the repository on Thwack. There are few dashboards that might require some special modification. So for example, you have a site summary. You can see here that it's quite nice. And when we try to import it, let's download. Site summary, scripts, import. Test account. You can see that the script by default will show you the location of the script. So the most easy way is to copy paste the JSON file directly in the same folder where you are executing the script. Site summary, importing, status code 200, OK, and let's check. Manage dashboards, modern, and you see we have a new dashboard. However, when we click on this, you will see multiple error messages, and those are mostly for custom properties. And in fact, when you are on the Thwack page and you will scroll a little lower, you will see that a user is actually telling us that the custom property named site is used. So how we can adjust it to our environment? We will need to actually edit every widget that has this filter. So what I did was to click on edit function and edit a widget, You will see some error messages here, but don't worry, it can be modified quite easily. So you need to find the data model, custom SWQL, edit, and from here you need to check if there are any custom properties. If yes, then you need to modify them. You can see here that there is a nodes custom properties site. So you would need to modify this, for example, to country or something else. So now when I try to validate it, you will see an error message. However, when I go to my installation, and we'll see, so let's see some other custom properties. For example, department IT. I can use that. So from here, I need to change the site to department. Let's see if it will work now. Not yet. There is still site somewhere. Oh, there you go. So I need to change this to department. You will see some more errors because SolarWinds will try to run this dashboard. Site, department. Okay, so now you can see that I have some results here. I can save it, and now my widget partially works. So I will need to do that for each of the custom properties. But there is a better way. So let me modify the JSON. So we have a site summary here. We can edit it. And we can try, for example, here you see nodes.customproperties.site. So let me try to use the site with the dot at the beginning and change that to department. Let me check if there are no typos. Okay, well, it looks good. And here, oh, sorry, I have some multiple files here. Okay, let me close them. And here again, replace .site .department replace. Let's save it, and let's try to import it again. Test account. So additional thing that you need to remember is that the script will override the same dashboard. So that's that's something that you need to keep in mind. So let's see if it's better. Almost. There is one custom property site somewhere here. However, you see that now it looks much better. It might be easier to just edit the widgets that are not working. And from here, site. So this widget is working. Okay, so actually, so let me explain to you what happened here. So here you see there is a link to the site itself. So I can simply remove it, save it, and it's working now. So it wasn't actually the custom property itself, but it was the definition of the column. So simply removing the column actually resolved the issue. We can also check this one. Yeah, so this one is also working. However, Yeah, so this should create an URL for us. So here, department. So that was the definition. We can check it now. There is still somewhere label. Ah, okay. Sorry, it took a bit longer, but it's working now. Yeah, so this is the filter. So we can actually click on this, and the dashboard will be filtered using this site. So it is a combination of using Notepad as well as using only the GUI and modifying widgets. So all of those will be included in the description. You can download those scripts and check how it's working. I highly recommend using the repository on Thwack. So you will see some very nice examples. Most of them will have a screenshot, however not all of them. And yeah, so the best way would be to simply download some of them that you find may be useful and see how they will look in your environment. Thanks for watching and see you next time.